Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations, peace, and blessings to the elect pushing the truth of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Alright, this lesson basically is going to be entitled somewhat to the effect of the, the sanctuary, which is the scriptures, is our strong tower, meaning our defense. It's around almost 2 o'clock in the morning. I was watching Elder Rakah's video, The Just Shall Live by Faith, and I was compelled to do this video, through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. It's been on my mind for a couple of days now. So yeah, man, basically this is dealing with the sanctuary is this word, man, and this is our strong tower. So when you first come into truth, you're really in this tower. You're like a little kid. You don't leave it. You're continually in it, watching and doing this. When you mature a little bit in this truth, you kind of venture off and go outside and deal with the world, and all of its traps and temptations that the Lord is going to put you through, and you have to deal with it, different situations. That's why it says in the Corinthians, the Most High tempts man, but he only tempts him so much that he knows he can deal with it, basically, paraphrasing it roughly, and then he delivers you out of that temptation, which when you look up that word temptation in the Greek, in Corinthians, it actually means an experiment that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is doing on you. They're actually experimenting to see how much you can go through, and yeah, this is going to be coming from the viewpoint of, from my personal experience, diet, all right, a good diet. I've been trying to reading and studying for a long time, experimenting with different diets, and there's 1,000,001 diets out there, all right. Spun me around 360 degrees, and at the end of the day, I looked at myself, I said, you know what, at the end of the day, the scriptures has the diet, man. At the end of the day, the scriptures have the diet. You can use some of these worldly diets that they quote, but at the end of the day, we know what is lawful, we know what is not. I've been trying to get into this thing called ketogenic diet, but at the same time, you have people that tell you a good source of protein is pork. So do we follow that? Hell no, because we know that is unlawful according to the scriptures, and the scriptures already point out what is good. Like in the Proverbs, it tells you, better is a dinner of herbs than a stalled ox wherein is hate. What is that telling you? Eat more veggies than meat. That's what it's telling you. In Romans, it tells you there's one that is weak, eating herbs, and one that eats whatever that is lawful, so to speak. Right? So stick to the scriptures, man. The scriptures talk about cinnamon, talks about nuts, talks about vegetables. Daniel's diet, where he ate only pulse, which is vegetables, greens, kale, spinach, wheatgrass, whatever, man, spirulina, whatever, and add a little meat, have that protein or whatever. But coming from that aspect, which is one aspect of how this sanctuary is our tower, man. That's our defense. You're out there in the world, you're venturing, something is off, you feel something's off, run back in that tower, man. Examine yourself, slow down your life. That's why it says don't rush in when hell is brought upon you in Ecclesiastes. So this is Psalms 18, and I'm gonna start at 1. Right? It says, I will love thee, O Lord, my strength. Right? The Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer, my power, my strength, in whom I will trust, my buckler, and the horn of my salvation and my high tower. All right, so you see, that's the Lord. He's our tower, man. And where is His will in these scriptures? Where does He tell us what He requires of us in these scriptures? The sanctuary. This is the sanctuary right here, man. All right, this is the sanctuary. So run back in there when you feel unsafe, when you feel something is coming upon you, when you're unsure. That's what I did. I was looking at all these diets and I said, okay, yeah, sure, ketogenic limits a lot of different foods and this and that. Mainly is it's lawful foods, but at the end of the day, you're looking at it, and some people say shellfish, which is unlawful, great source of so many vitamins, minerals, protein. You can have some pork, and you're just like, okay, but that's unlawful. So you run back here, the diet is in here. That's what that at the end of the day, we already knew that since we're studying the word, but sometimes you get lost, man. You gotta find your way back home in this sanctuary, in this tower. This is your strong tower, plain and simple. And that's just one aspect. Whatever you're delving in this world, your job, whatever, anything, the answers are in the scriptures, man. I'm gonna hit up Corinthians now, because this wisdom of this world is foolishness, man. It's really just madness, it's just foolishness, right? It says 1 Corinthians 1 and 17. It says, for the anointed, Mashiach, sent me not to baptize, but to preach the gospel, not with wisdom of words. See? So we're not flamboyant guys. We're not like Brother Polite. We don't have $1 million words, so to speak. Lest the cross of Mashiach should be made of none effect. For the preaching of the cross is to them that perish foolishness, but unto us which are saved it is the power of the Most High. And them that perish is what? All those people in Black Lives Matter, the unconscious community, all right? Those guys perish. So the preaching of the cross, meaning the salvation and adoption that Yahweh Shai brought to us, is foolishness to them. That's fine. They're 2/3 anyway. Verse 19, for it is written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise, and I will bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent. Right? And you see that with the Big Bang Theory, evolution theory, Darwinism. They bring out a hell of a lot of data and a hell of a lot of so-called scientific facts. The Most High is going to make that all foolishness. Okay? Esau tells you that the earth goes around the sun. Foolishness. Geocentric, heliocentric, right? We know that the sun goes around the earth, not the other way around. Okay? Esau again bring out 1,001 data sheets on that. It's all foolishness, man. Alright, we came from a monkey or an ape. He'll bring out Lucy, he'll bring out all kinds of fossils and archaeological facts. Foolishness, man. Same thing with the diets. There's everything. A lot of things are subjective, man. It's up to the person. At the end of the day, we're all really biologically and chemically we're different. A lot of us have different metabolisms. We all have different conditions that we have to treat. Someone might be healthy, someone might be a diabetic, someone might have thyroid problems. You know what I mean? They might have all kinds of hypoglycemia, all kinds of problems, man. Low blood sugar, that's what hypoglycemia is. So to say this is the, be all diet. No, at the end of the day, go to the scriptures, man. The scriptures tell you. The scriptures told you what Daniel did. He said he didn't eat the king's meat. He ate pulse, which is he just drank water and ate greens. Basically, his diet was water, H2O, being hydrated, and greens, which is your vitamins, minerals, mainly, and chlorophyll, which is very important for detoxing and natural deodorizer. Chlorophyll. Look that up. Look at the benefits of chlorophyll. Easy. And after 10 days, they looked at him and his face and countenance was better than the people that ate the meat and all that lavish food. So go back to the scripture. Do a detox. Do a fast. There's different things. So all these other diets, and again, this might be the spirit because bringing it up because brothers might be doing that. They might be trying to look at this, look at that. Oh my God, I don't know where to turn. Until I just said, yo, I gotta turn back. I gotta go back home. I gotta go back to the word, to the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. That's where I gotta go back to. Any part of your life you feel like that, not just health or diet, go back to the scriptures, man. If you feel lost, and you might be popping 10 different women, and you're like, yo, man, I don't know what the fuck, you might be concubines or harlots. Go back to the scriptures. The scriptures tell you that wine and woman make a man of understanding impudent in the book of Ecclesiasticus, right? It talks about woman, it talks about all kinds of things. Oh, I'm lacking faith, man. I don't know what to do. Scriptures tell you, pray for faith, man. Fast. Remember these scriptures. This is your life source. This is your energizer, man. This is the fire right here. This is your woman, your first woman, your first wife. Down here it says, "For it is written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise, and I will bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent. Where is the wise? Where is the scribe? Where is the disputer of this world? Hath not the Most High made foolish the wisdom of this world? For after that, in the wisdom of the Most High, the world by wisdom knew not the Most High. It pleased the Most High by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe." And that's why sometimes I ask brothers on the streets, what we're doing, is it foolishness? Is it really necessary? Everyone says, yeah. It's not true. What we're doing is actually foolishness when we go out on the highways and byways and we preach and we stand out there with our garments, yelling and cursing and bringing out truth and doing all that stuff, and people are looking at us like we're bugged out. Yeah, we are bugged out because the Most High made us do that, right? Is making us do that because it pleases Him. It's all about Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. It's all pleases Yahweh. Why Yahweh Shai? Fuck me. Fuck all the brothers, what their feelings are, what they want to do. It's all about Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. What He wants to do. Everyone, what I notice, man, is afraid of discipline. All the fucking tribes. Gad, he just says, yo, you make a mistake, it's okay, we all go through life, and there's, you commit adultery, you know what I mean? All this shit about free will and just being okay. No, there's a father, man. There's a spiritual father that is looking at your ass like, I want to whip your motherfucking ass up, man. I want to crack open your motherfucking head, you dumb motherfucker. Just like you have a stern ass father, and you don't take out the garbage on time, and he fucking whoops your ass open, man. He cracks your head open. That's Yahweh. That's Yahweh, and His Son Yahweh Shai. So this world is undisciplined. This world is under the spell of really the white man, who is the physical counterpart of Satan. You understand what I'm saying? So this world is just foolishness, man. It's all madness. You can't take nothing in this world. You can't take nothing. You have to go back to the scriptures, to the sanctuary. And when you meditate on this word in the sanctuary, when they outlaw the scriptures, which is going to happen, because they're going to outlaw it, you're not going to be able to read the scriptures anymore. You understand? That's why in Book of Eli, they burned all the Bibles after the war. Right? That's what the whole Book of Eli is about. The movie is, the Book of Eli was the Bible. It wasn't the Book of Eli that you go to, Book of Eli, chapter 4. No, it was the scriptures. It's like when they outlaw this, hey, all that meditating, all the scriptures that you read and meditated upon, they're going to stick with you. You're going to walk through wherever you're walking through in that day. You're going to say, yeah, I meditated on that. And you don't want to be the guy that says, man, I wish I read more. You want to read and meditate and learn as much as you can right now, because it's very important. It's very detrimental that you learn these scriptures and meditate as much as you can. That's why in Joshua it says meditate day and night, because you're going to need to meditate on these scriptures day and night in Jacob's trouble, when all hell breaks loose. Faith, man, you're going to need that. So this world is all foolishness, man. This world is just undisciplined. They think there's no punishment, it's just chance that happens. Everything is chance. It's all fucking madness. It says, oh yeah, so that's what I was saying. When we go on the highways, it's really foolishness, but it's all about humility. The Most High is humbling us. That's why the Most High said in Isaiah, Jacob, thou worm. What is a worm? Worms at the fucking bottom in the dirt, covered in dirt at the bottom, of the bottom in the fucking earth. When the rain comes, comes up on the grass, on the pavement, but it's in the fucking earth. So we are dirt, man. We are nothing right now. And that's a good thing because we need to be humbled. We need to be in humility. But what is Jake doing? Jake is flossing. Jake is doing big things. Getting money and doing all this shit. Right? So we are in a humbling process. That's why it says before, in Proverbs, it says, before honor cometh humility. Humility is where you get the word humiliation from. We've been humiliated on the highways. People make parody videos about us. People, all kinds of shit, man. Talk shit, have all kinds of thoughts. That's okay. For brothers that are coming in and listening to the prophets in the different parts of the world, and you're wondering, shit, man, this is good, but I'm afraid to take that next step and to go out there and show my face. I'm afraid of what people might think. So what? It's all about Yahweh Bashem Yoshai. You gotta think, yo, am I gonna please myself and be pleased in the fact that I'm not being humiliated, or am I just gonna say fuck my feelings? I'm gonna please my Creator, the spiritual being that created everything, that's giving me the life force right now. And that's what you gotta think about, you younger brothers, man. All right. It says, for after that, in the wisdom of the Most High, the world by wisdom knew not the Most High. It pleased the Most High by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe. So it pleases Him to make us look like fools. And you gotta deal with that. You gotta deal with that, man. I personally enjoy it already, man. I get used to it. Verse 22, for the Jews require a sign, and the Greeks seek after wisdom. Greeks being the Hellenists. But we preach Mashiach crucified, unto the Jews a stumbling block, right? And unto the Greeks foolishness, but unto them which are called, both Jews and Greeks, Mashiach, the power of the Most High and the wisdom of the Most High, because the foolishness of the Most High is wiser than men, and the weakness of the Most High is stronger than men. You see how powerful that is? So we're out there on the corner, some of us high school dropouts, no prestigious alma mater, universities, teaching the deepest knowledge on this planet, man. You see, and we look like fools, but the Most High is using the foolish of the world to confound the wise. You see how that works? That's a beautiful thing, man. That's a beautiful mechanism just to think about, right? It says, verse 26, for ye see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called. Not many. Some are. You see some mighty brothers out there. You see some wise brothers that have prestigious titles and degrees and doctorates, PhDs, nobles. Some from rich families, but not many. Not many. Majority are regular dudes in the world that weren't doing shit. That can't read good, don't have a good vocabulary. But guess what? This truth builds you up, man. And that's how the Most High likes. He'll pick a guy that knows nothing, and he'll build him up and say, yo, this is the guy that wasn't doing fuck all. Now look at him, man. He can confound a fucking professor. The Most High likes doing that stuff. And that's a cool thing to think about. And you can understand why the Most High would like that. You would like that too. If you have a son and you just build him up from the ground up, and then he becomes this badass warrior, man, you'd like that too. It says, but the Most High had chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise, and the Most High had chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty. See? And base things of the world and things which are despised had the Most High chosen, yea, and things which are not, to bring to naught things that are, that no flesh should glory in His presence. Yeah, meaning you might have a guy that's noble or wise, and a guy that's that wasn't anything in the world, so he'll boast. You can't have anything like that in the truth. That's why many dudes, there's not a lot of guys like that. Majority of brothers are and were simple in the world, and for the brothers that worth something big, you gotta humble yourself in the truth even more. Gotta build that humility up. That's a beautiful thing, man. Seeing despised base things. We are base things in the world. We were despised, and we're still despised. But he's using the despised to confound the world, man, and that's a deep thing. So with that, I hope you brothers were fed a little and learned something. Basically, this is the sanctuary, man. You run into it, you are safe, just like it says in Proverbs 18:10. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. They that run into it are safe, man. So you gotta run in this tower whenever you feel lost, out of shape. Slow down. What I mean by slow down your life. Okay, don't fucking rush. Slow down, examine yourself. Sit down, meditate on these scriptures, man. Meditate, pray. If you have to fast, and meditate, and just really humble yourself and slow down the time, man. Because the time is moving really, really quick. This life is... Satan is pushing all kinds of hell and doing all kinds of shit and just throwing more demons at you and fucking up your head. Meditate on these scriptures, man. This is the sanctuary. This is the, it was a great revelation for me. Just dealing with the diet thing. I just said, fuck it, man. There's a diet law. What the fuck am I looking at all these fucking diet plans for? These fucking weird ass motherfuckers talking about pork is a good source of protein. And then they'll tell you, goat milk, can't have that. You might have this and that, but they won't tell you about worms or parasites living in your body because you ingested protein and all kinds of other fucking problems. See, bugged out motherfuckers, man. So with that, I want to say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai Tam Yad, always. Double honors to the apostles, a great millstone whom I learned the truth from. Salutations, peace, and blessings to the elect, pushing the truth of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Keep pushing the truth, brothers. You're the push. Alright? Until next time, I say shalom.